All right. This one may get a bit bumpy. The cone is on track with them. Austin Edwards in the cone car. Joe Lux, Colby Whipple in the front row. Brian Hewitt, Cody Kennedy on the second. Edmund Jones, Michael Whiting have the third row. Austin Ruskoff, Zach Mead, and Andrew Thornton round out the field. And it looks like Edmund's already trying to attack the cone. Well, this is going to be interesting. All right, here they come through 3 and 4 for heat number 1. Pace car dives to pit road. And the green flag flies there, down and away for Heat 1. Colby and Joe side by side into turn 1. Colby up the track a bit. Brian Hewitt slides by to take second. They're 3 wide coming through the kink. And they're going to take it 3 wide into turn 3. Michael Whiting slips back, drops down. Still 3 wide at the back. They finally settle in. Whipple still out front, but Hewitt on his bumper. Cody Kennedy reeling them both in. And Edmund Jones right there with him. Michael Whiting now to 6. We've got one in the infield. It's Colby Whipple. Brian Hewitt takes the lead. Edmund Jones just set the fastest lap, takes second. Cody Kennedy still holds on to third. Joe Lux, Michael Whiting battle for fourth. Zach Mead and Colby Whipple, big problem on the backstretch. And Edmund Jones looks underneath for the lead. Austin Edwards at the moment is safe. Edmund Jones the lead, Brian Hewitt in second. Cody Kennedy looking underneath. Michael Whiting at fourth, closing in on that battle up front with Joe Lux with him. Andrew Thornton now up to 6, just set the fastest lap. Edmund Jones trying to pull away. Cody now into second, Hewitt to third. Three laps to go in Heat 1. Cody is closing in on Edmund, but something could shake this up. The cone car is just ahead. Will they take out the cone? No, they're going to keep racing. Two laps to go. Can Edmund hold on? And surprisingly, nobody has hit the cone yet. Michael Whiting had an opportunity, didn't take it. As here they come, out of turn 4, the white flag flies. One more time around. As long as he keeps it pointed the right way, Edmund Jones will win Heat 1. He's got a couple of car links on Cody as they head off into turn 3. And here they come out of turn 4. Edmund Jones wins Heat 1. Cody Kennedy holds on to second. Brian Hewitt stays in third. And Austin just went for a ride. Edmund hit him so hard he broke his car. On to heat number 2. Brandon Murphy and Ryan McDaniel on the front row. Mo Perry, Ed Sr. on the second. Chance Maverick, Mark Dantuma have the third row. Jackson McLean, Chris Johnson, Vic Brown, and David Lux round out the field for Heat 2. No cone car for Heat 2. It's going to be a straight up race. Nobody to aim at. David Lux just coming off his championship in the Legends cars. Can he pull off a win in the feature? Some tough competition tonight. It is anybody's race. Pace car is in. Here they come. And the green flag flies for Heat 2. I think Brandon may have gotten a push from Mo as they go off into turn 1. Mo quickly takes second. Here comes Maverick. Mo Perry looks to the bottom as they come into 3 and 4. Chance Maverick still right there with them. And Mo Perry will lead at the line. Jackson McLean still there in striking distance. Ryan McDaniel, Vic Brown battle for 5th. Whoa, Brandon had a problem. Mo Perry now out in front. Chance in second. Jackson now right there in third. Brandon has some ground to make up. Ed Sr. in 7th. Chris Johnson back in 8th. Mark Dantuma in 9th. David Lux in 10th. Mo Perry starting to pull a bit of a gap on Maverick at the moment. Jackson McLean still right there as Vic Brown, Ryan McDaniel continue to battle back and forth. Oh no, Ryan is around. Oh, sorry, that is Vic around Ryan involved. Wow. Chris Johnson also caught up in it. Ed Sr., Brandon Murphy, Vic Brown, Chris Johnson all have heavy damage. No, Brandon made it through unscathed. Everybody else has been called to pit road for significant damage. Mo Perry now has a 1-second lead on Jackson McLean. as they get 3 to go. Now remember, in the feature, no fast repairs available. It's been a bit rough in both heats. That lack of fast repairs could be a problem. Mo Perry coming out of 4. He'll get 2 laps to go. Jackson McLean currently in 2nd. Chance Maderick in 3rd, but Chance has Ryan on his bumper. And out of turn 4, the white flag will fly for Mo Perry as Chance Maderick and Ryan McDaniel, oh, they are in the outside wall. David Lux is now in 3rd. And Mo Perry will pull off the win in Heat 2. Jackson McLean coming home in 2nd. David Lux in 3rd. Gerald, we haven't done the math, but Austin has a 10-point lead, so that sounds about right. Hey, good evening, Amy. All right, the drivers head out for warm-up. And they will all be aiming for the cone car. And the cone car is going to try and go out the other way. I don't think that's going to help. He is back on pit road, coming back out. As we see, oh, he squeezes out right there. Now remember, everybody is aiming for this. Anybody who hits them, Edmund has to take a drink of beer. And if they get him over the fence, Edmund has to chug a beer. Wow. They are really going for it here. Everybody piles in. Holy cow. Well, this is definitely a great way to celebrate the end. Austin just tumbling all around. He is getting thrown around like a rag doll. Can't even safely hide in the infield. The engine is starting to let go. Well, folks, it has been 4 very wild and exciting years of Jones BS Racing history. If you missed any of it, you can find all the races on our YouTube channel. We've been here since the beginning. Glad to be here at the end to help celebrate. I don't know if Austin... Wow! Austin has lost a wheel. May end up losing another. Yeet. They're really trying to get Austin over the fence. DJ, it definitely does. But what better way to celebrate the end of Jones BS Racing than to throw the cone car around? Gerald, you might want to close your eyes then. I have a feeling it's not over yet. Austin getting pushed back out onto the track to take a bit more abuse. Oh, Michael Whiting just jumped everybody. Sometimes as an announcer, you just don't know what to say. But man, what a great 4 years it has been. Wow. That was Edmund that came flying in upside down. Ed Sr. trying to get his licks in too. I don't think Austin has any power left in the car. We dial up the in. Whoa! We dial up his in car, but then you guys would probably just get car sick. Warm up comes to a close. It's time to go get serious and go racing. And Austin, well, nope. Austin is trapped in the safer barrier. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we have been waiting for, and kinda not, the final feature of Jones BS Racing from Phoenix. Kendrick Cryer and Kyle McRicken Martin on the front row, Edmund Jones, Mo Perry on the second, Cody Kennedy, Jackson McLean have the third row, Brian Hewitt, David Lux on the fourth, Joe Lux, Brandon Murphy round out the top 10. Andrew Thornton starts in 11th, next to Chance Madrick in 12th, Austin Ruskoff in 13th, Ryan McDaniel in 14th, Michael Whiting, Vic Brown 15th and 16th, Colby Whipple, Ed Sr. 17th and 18th, Zach Mead, Mark Dantuma round out the top 20. Chris Johnson will start 21st. And the cone car also on track. Hey, good evening, Abraham. Honestly, Gerald, I have no idea how many drinks he has had to take tonight. But it started in practice, so I'm guessing a lot. Alright, folks, buckle up and hold on. Here we go, the final race of Jones BS Racing. Green flag is in the air. They are underway at the correct version of Phoenix. Cody Kennedy battles with Mo Perry out front. Jackson McLean right there with them, and wow, what a group back behind. Already 3 wide mid-pack. That is some gutsy driving back there on cold tires. And the cone car is still on track. That is surprising. That could also be a problem. Oh, Brandon Murphy hard into the wall. Caution! A caution is out for the first time tonight. Alright, there's Brandon down on the inside. Pushes up just a little bit, comes across Brian's nose and ends up sideways in the wall. Does not look like he got any major damage though. And now is when the cone car will come into play. As soon as he figures out what he is doing, he'll line up on the start-finish line. The drivers will get to choose what lane they start in. And it is great that we get to see the cone return for the final race. Normally we would see Austin do a 360 and or a 180 rather and face the cars. He's slipping on the job apparently. Oh no, they did not get the one to green. Austin is looking up at Barney the flagman. Oh, they did stack up. They did get the one to green. Excuse me. Mo Perry, Andrew Thornton on the front row. Our 2 championship contenders, Austin Ruskoff in 6th, Kyle McRick and Martin back in 16th. All right, here we go. Pace car dives to pit road. And the green flag flies again. And Mo Perry quickly shoots out front. Andrew Thornton now in 2nd, already up 9 spots. He is on the move. Great to see Cody Kennedy back in the car tonight. And a lot of side-by-side action. Back behind as they come out of 3 and 4. Oh, we've got a wreck out of 4. Colby Whipple involved. The caution is back out. And it looks like Edmund Jones involved. All right, let's see what happened. Whipple just pushes up into Edmund. Holy cow. Yeah, Colby pushes up, gets into Edmund. Zach Mead may have gotten the worst of that. Somehow, Mead managed to stick the landing on this. He goes up over the nose, does the 360, gets it pointed the right way. Austin is on his way off pit road. The cone car at full send. He's in a drifted through the grass. And it looks like this time Austin will give us a show. A little bit of a drift through 3 and 4, his signature move, but he overshot it. That's a first.
Hey Doug, mid-race, just big change here. We have no tire set rule or fast repair rule for tonight as well. Just wanted to give you the heads up.
So, unlimited fast repairs.
Yes.
Oh boy.
So I can go destroy the cone car right now and still be able to go green flag.
Oh, that's definitely going to make things interesting. Good luck, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
Well, folks, you just heard it. A last minute change, unlimited tires, unlimited fast repairs. They definitely wanted to make the final race go out with a bang. So Mo Perry, Andrew Thornton still have the front row. Austin's headed back to pit road in style. Looks like they did extend the caution. I think something may be about to happen. As you see Edmund creeping down pit road. But because Austin was in his pit stall, now Edmund's going to take tires. Or maybe it was just repairs, did not see the car go up. It does look like repairs only. All right, lights are out. Everybody is stacked up, ready to go. The pace car dives in. Here they come. The green flag flies again. And a wreck on the restart. The caution is back out. I think the unlimited fast repairs are gonna come in handy, especially for Colby Whipple, Vic Brown, and Ed Sr. See if we can see what happened. Oh, somebody did not get going. Take another look back at Whipple. Oh, the entire inside line checked up accordion. I do believe Vic Brown got the worst of this. He gets hit from behind and hits the wall a couple of times. All right, the lights are already back out. Ed Sr., Mark Dantuma, Vic Brown, Colby Whipple all went to pit road for repairs. All are coming back out. Everybody's starting to roll back out on track. Alright, here we go. Out of turn 4. Cone car and pace car on pit road. The green flag flies again. And everybody gets away safely. A couple of drivers back behind had not caught up to the field. Mo Perry has the lead, but Thornton looking underneath. Points leader Austin Ruskoff now up into 4th. Edmund Jones, Zach Mead have had a problem. No caution yet. They're going to go into turn 1 3 wide. And it does not look like we're going to see the caution. So let's see what happened. All right, coming down into turn 3. Oh, Edmund just gets into Mo's bumper. Or I'm sorry, into Zach's bumper. And both drivers go for a spin. Hey, Steven, how are you, buddy? Andrew Thornton looking for the lead. Mo Perry still up top. Cody Kennedy right on their bumper, but McRecken is in the fight. McRecken all the way. Oh, he gets into Kennedy. They both go through the grass. Cody's around, Whiting's in the air. Caution is out. Holy cow. And that will likely send McRecken to the back of the field. Let's see what happened. There's McRecken right on Kennedy's bumper. Oh, he looked low as Kennedy came down. They get together. McRecken gets a little bit sideways. But the real problem comes off when Cody Kennedy goes back up the track, tries to recover it, comes back up. Michael Whiting, wow, what a tumble for Michael. There's Michael Whiting in the white and black, 44. Couple of guys go down into the grass, and Whiting checks up, gets a bump from Joe Lux, and man, what a ride he took. Andrew Thornton had the lead at the moment of caution. Mo Perry in second, Austin Ruskoff in third. McRacken is slipping all the way to the back. Everybody stacks up. Hey, good evening, Songbird. All right, everybody stacked up, ready to go. Andrew Thornton on the bottom. Mo Perry up top. And the cone car flies by on his way back to pit road. Pace car dives in. The green flag flies. Thornton is away. Everybody heads off into 1 and 2, side by side. Couple of guys trying to get 3 wide. Edmonds in the wall. And Brandon Murphy came up the track. A big checkup behind. No caution yet. Edmund has significant damage. Andrew Thornton still has the lead. And let's see if we can take another look at Edmund's incident with Brandon Murphy. Brandon down on the bottom. Edmund trying to go up the middle. Brandon was already moving and Edmund just got pushed up into the wall. Brandon Murphy is still on track as Mo Perry just set the fastest lap. David Lux now in third, Austin Ruskoff in fourth, Chris Johnson up 17 spots into fifth. Colby Whipple up 11 spots now into sixth. Those early cautions really giving a few guys some big opportunities. And a side-by-side battle for the lead. Mo Perry has the run underneath. David Lux right on his bumper. Austin Ruskoff, Chris Johnson lurking right behind. Chris is going to look low on Austin. Kyle McRacken Martin, one of the 2 championship contenders, currently in 10th. He is starting to make some ground up. DJ, these are the full tour mods. Andrew Thornton slips back into third. Chris looks underneath. Colby Whipple holding on to 6, but Brian Hewitt is closing in, as is Kendrick Cryer. Joe Lux not far behind, and McRacken is catching up. Mark Dantuma of 9 spots into 11th, but he has Zach Mead on his bumper. Michael Whiting back in 13th. Ryan McDaniel in 14th. Vic Brown in 15th. Brandon Murphy at the moment still in the lead lap in 16th. As just saw one car in the wall. Edmund Jones is back on track and pushing his dad around. And that was Cody Kennedy we saw on the wall a moment ago. Let's see if we can see what happened with Cody. Back this up just a hair. All right, there's Cody coming down the front stretch, battling with Dan Tuma. Gets loose in the middle, 1 and 2. Tries to save it, but snaps right into the outside wall. And Mo Perry has reclaimed the lead. Andrew Thornton now in second. David Luck still holds on to third. Chris Johnson in fourth. Points leader Austin Ruskoff in fifth. And he has to be a little bit worried. Kyle McRecken Martin, second in points, currently in seventh. Kendrick Cryer currently in sixth. Now coming into tonight, Austin at a 10-point lead over McRecken, so he just needs to keep within a few spots of him. And Austin will pull off the championship. Mo Perry, meanwhile, out front, does have lap traffic ahead. Ed Sr. not far ahead. Edmund Jones also not on the lead lap. About a half a lap ahead of the leaders. Colby Whipple has slipped back into 8th, still up 9 spots, and a heck of a run tonight. But the biggest mover so far, Chris Johnson, who started tail end of the field, up 18 spots into 4th. Andrew Thornton starting to peek underneath Mo once again. This is a track we tend to see a lot of green flag laps at. This thing could go green to the end. And if it does, it's going to come down to who managed their tires the best. DJ, these cars really do get a big draft here. And sometimes you do see quite a slingshot. As Zach Mead has had a problem, he has towed it in. Zach has had a rough night getting caught up, and whoa! He gets loose out of 2 on the brakes, but still kisses the inside wall. Folks, don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. We have a lot of new YouTube shorts coming out, a bunch of release this week, and we generally release around 10 to 12 new shorts every day. Mo's still holding Andrew off for the moment. David Lux, Chris Johnson right behind. Austin Ruskoff back in fifth, trying to reel him back in. And McRecken is now in sixth. He's got Kendrick right on his bumper. And David Lux now battling with Chris Johnson, trying to reclaim third. But look at this. Lux is a big run up top. Got to the outside on Andrew Thornton. Can he get the job done and take second? Andrew pulls back ahead just a little bit as they go off into three. Chris looking back underneath Lux. This version of this track, what is also known as the correct version, is so much fun. The shortcuts through the infield, just dumb. These two side by side will help Austin Ruskoff get a little bit closer, but McRecken is getting even closer to Austin. Austin did say he wasn't going to concern himself with the points. He was just going to go out and race and have some fun. But how hard will he battle with McRecken? You got to remember, Kyle got the nickname McRecken for a reason. Andrew Thornton looking underneath for the lead as they go off into one. Mo able to go a bit deeper. Kendrick Cryer now looking underneath. Austin is slipped back to 7th. McRecken into 5th. However, as they run, Austin will still win the championship. And folks, if you weren't here for the first season of Jones BS Racing, you missed a very interesting race here at Phoenix. The race started at daylight, but they didn't know the track didn't have lighting. And about halfway through, it went dark. And the race actually finished a few laps early, completely blacked out. The drivers were having to use the force to get around. This top four is still going at it, and the more they battle, the closer McRecken's gonna get. Kendrick still staying on his bumper. Mark Dantuma just moved into 10th. Michael Whiting now up into 11th. Vic Brown right there with him in 12th. Brian McDaniel slipped back to 13th. Joe Lux in 14th. Brandon Murphy still in the fight in 15th. Ed Sr. is on pit road. This second group just 1.6 seconds behind that lead pack, and they are inching closer. And Ed Sr. is officially out of the race. That is kind of sad. Jones BS Racing's primary goal in the beginning was so that Edmund and Ed Sr. could race together with a good group of guys. As the leaders are back in lap traffic. The second group continues to inch closer, now just 1.25 seconds back. Hey, good evening, The Shadow. And whoa! Ryan McDaniel had a problem just a moment ago, and the leaders barely skirt by. And let's see what happened to Ryan. It looked like that car was a bit beat up. Alright, there was Ryan Curley running at 13th at the time. Oh, he cut too low through the kink. Smacks the inside wall nose first, then backs back into it. And then had problems just trying to get the car off the grass. It does get those tires really slick. Man, that was a close call for the leaders. Folks, we will have a lot of YouTube shorts out tomorrow. And hopefully in the next few days we'll have all the shorts from tonight. Again, make sure you're following on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. We will be streaming tomorrow night. No races. We will be back having race broadcasts Wednesday night, 9:30 Eastern. C12 Motorsports Gen 4 Series winding down, and things have been heating up on the track. There is yes, some debate about tomorrow night. Will we continue with Battlefield 6 Community Night? Hasn't been very popular, so we may do something else. And Friday night, for the first time ever, we're going to play a horror game for Halloween. As Mo Perry has started to pull away. Mo has definitely been extremely fast in these cars the last couple of seasons. Is yet to go to victory lane this season. Tonight could be the night. Ryan McDaniel has gone to pit road. He is in another problem. Oh, loose out of 4 it looked like. Let's back this up just a hair. And looks like he gets into the marbles up top, smacks the outside wall, and slides it into the inside. Hey, Cody, great run tonight, buddy. And the caution is out for Edmund Jones and Austin Edwards. It looks like the cone car had come back out on track. Let's take a look and see what happened. Remember, Edmund Jones was not on the lead lap, and the cone was stopped in turn 1. Not sure. I guess the cone car got bored. Squeezes through that gap. Parks it in the up by the turn 1 wall. And Edmund sees his opportunity. Just waiting, there is Edmund. And surprisingly, the cone stuck the landing. Yes, that will definitely narrow the car a bit, but it did give everybody a chance to come to pit road. Looks like 2 tires for Mo, and the rest of the field appears to have taken, well, looks like a mix of 2 and 4. Mo Perry does come back out with the lead. David Lux will be in second. Joe Lux in third. Colby Whipple in fourth. Kendrick Cryer in fifth. Mark Dantuma come out in sixth. Austin Ruskoff, the points leader, in seventh. Second in points, Kyle McRicken Martin in eighth. Brian Hewitt in ninth. And Andrew Thornton in 10th. Cody, I was just happy to see you on track, buddy. A cone car is about to assume the position So we will hop on board as he finally points it the right way. And here comes the field to choose which lane they will restart in. Some of them cutting it really, whoa! A few very close calls for the cone. And Brandon gives it a love tap. Cone car definitely doing cone things. Ryan McDaniel is back in. As everybody is stacked up, ready to go, lights are out. As they've got just over 30 laps to, that's the cone doing cone things. All right, pace car dives in. Mo Perry in control. He fires their way. Green flag in the air. Mo choosing to restart on the high side. Brilliant move. Very tough if the leader starts up top to time it. Mark D'Antuma already looking for fourth as Joe Lux is in the wall. Austin Ruskoff has moved up into sixth. McRacken has to battle with Andrew Thornton for seventh. Right now, Austin Ruskoff's best friend is Andrew Thornton. The longer Thornton battles with McRacken, the more he'll use up those new tires. David Luggs picking up his first Jones BS Racing championship here tonight in the Legends car. Now running in second in the Tour Mod. Colby Whipple having a heck of a run tonight, up 13 spots into fourth. Mark D'Antuma 15 spots into fifth. And McRacken has made his way up to sixth, bumping Ruskoff back to seventh. McRacken did just set the fastest lap of the race as he looks. Colby Whipple goes to the high side on D'Antuma. Looked like McRacken was going to look to the high side as well. Instead, he drops to the bottom, helps push D'Antuma through. McRacken is definitely on the attack. He wants that championship. But Austin is staying on his bumper. Hey, good evening, Kenny. Mo Perry still up front. Kendrick currently in second. Lux holding on to third. There is quite a battle going on back behind. Wow. They are bumping tires. Oh, Big Rick on the backstretch. Wow. Caution is out. Vic Brown, Austin Ruskoff, and Colby Whipple involved. Looks like Edmund called a piece. I miss having you on track too, buddy. Let's take a look at this incident. All right, Vic Brown back behind. He gets a bump from Brandon as he checks up. Here they come out of turn 2. Roscoff on the bottom. Edmund just comes up, gets into him. Whipple had nowhere to go, ends up on top. A lot of drivers into pit road for repairs as the cone car returns to the track. Austin Roscoff, one of the drivers that did come to pit road. McRacken did not. Austin's going to have to make up a lot of ground to hold on to that championship. And looks like Austin is going to come off pit road in 14th. He's got to make his way back into the top 10 to hold on to the title. And here they come, picking the lane for the restart. Oh! Austin Edwards in the cone car does take a hit this time. You know, back when the cone was used for full seasons, we might see the cone car get hit once per season, but the end of the league, they made sure it got hit twice under race conditions. Mo Perry, Kendrick Cryer out front, Mo in control. And the cone doing cone things again. And here we go, out of 4, the green flag flies again. Kendrick managing to stay even with Mo up top. They battle it out of turn 2, but Mo pulls ahead. Meanwhile, McRacken trying to find his way toward the front up top as well. Points leader Austin Roscoff has slipped back to 15th. He has got to make up a lot of ground in just 20 laps to pull off the championship. Lap traffic coming into play right by the leaders. Brandon Murphy is in the wall. Mo gets a better run out of 4, reclaims the lead. Kendrick drops in. Dan Tuma and McRacken battle for third. McRacken kissed the wall. Kyle slips. Oh, he gets a bit of a bump. And the caution is back out. The caution is out, but I am not sure. Let's take a look at Brandon Murphy. We saw him getting into the wall. He lost quite a bit of ground coming out of turn 4. And I am not sure what the caution flew for. Colby Whipple came to pit road as well as Michael Whiting. But Austin Edwards has set up at the start-finish line. Gerald, he really has. We'll see how things shake up here, but this caution and restart is definitely not going to help our points leader, Austin Ruskoff. Everybody splits around the cone. Mo chooses the high line once again. Kyle McRacken Martin currently in 6th. Points leader Austin Ruskoff back in 15th. Man, that is a close points battle as they run. I have about 15 to go at the line. The pace car dives in, and the green flag flies again at Phoenix. And already we've got some cars diving low. Joe Lux quickly drops to the bottom, looked under Brandon Murphy, but didn't have the momentum. McRacken quickly slides back up into 5th. And the points leader, Austin Ruskoff, looking underneath Michael Whiting, can't get there. McRacken now up into battling for 4th. As Kendrick Cryer, Mo Perry battle for the lead. And every point between McRacken and Austin Ruskoff is huge at the moment. Mark Dantil, we've got cars around and into the infield. Brandon Murphy involved, the caution is out. Brian Hewitt, Colby Whipple involved. It has been a rough night for Murphy. Let's see what happened. And it looks like this incident started with Andrew Thornton. Going off into turn 1, looks like Thornton got a bump. He comes down and gets into Murphy, then he slams the wall. Wow, Austin Ruskoff went flying. Take a look at our points leader. He was looking underneath Michael Whiting, but then chaos popped off. He did a barrel roll. Man, that could be the deciding moment of the championship. Have a good night, Cody. All right, lights are out on the pace car. Austin Ruskoff currently in 10th. McRacken in 4th. Pace car dives in. And the green flag flies. They get 10 to go at the line. Mo and Kendrick side by side through 1 and 2. A little bit of a tap there. McRacken now in 3rd. Kendrick pulling ahead, but McRacken is now in the fight for the lead. They go 3 wide into 1. Out of turn 2, Mo has the nose ahead. Kyle gets a bit of a run on the bottom. Kyle goes to the apron, slides it up. Kendrick goes underneath. Now Mo tries to make the run down to the bottom. Points leader Austin Ruskoff still in 10th. Brandon Murphy is sideways through 1. No caution yet. Murphy and Whipple involved. Kendrick now to the lead. Mo in 2nd. McRacken slips back to 3rd. Dan Tumas in the wall at the start-finish line. Big wreck. But no caution. Dan Tumas towed it in. Points leader Austin Ruskoff now up to 7th. This championship battle not over yet. As Kyle and Mo battle for 2nd, Kendrick gets a little breathing room. Joe Lux now at 4th. Chris Johnson back up to 5th. Edmund in 6th. Austin in 7th. Brandon Murphy down in the grass. He is headed in. 5 to go for Kendrick Cryer. We'll take a look at some replays after the finish. Mo Perry starting to reel Kendrick back in, but Kyle peeks underneath, can't get a run yet. As they run now, Austin Ruskoff would take the championship. Yes, it has been Abraham as they come down to get 3 to go. Chris Johnson in 4th now, closing in on the cars ahead. If these 3 start battling, Chris will be there, and it'll become a 4-car battle. Edmund Jones has had a problem behind. Ruskoff to 6th. And out of turn 4, Kendrick Cryer will win the final race of Jones BS Racing. And it does appear the race was cut short due to time. Mo Perry comes home in 2nd. McRacken finishes in 3rd. Austin Ruskoff coming home in 6th, and I do believe he is the new champ. Before we talk to the top 3, let's take a look at some of the late race incidents. All right, first up is this incident. Michael Whiting, he gets together, gets into Brandon. Brandon goes up, and Colby has nowhere to go. Mark Dantuma battling as they come out of 4, comes up the track. And there you see multiple cars, including Andrew Thornton and David Lux caught up. And finally, right as the Checkered came out, the cone car pulled out on track to help celebrate. And there you go. A cone car gets yeeted to pit road. Well, one thing's for sure, the final race of Jones BS Racing took my voice away. And let's see if we can get a word with our top 3, starting with McRecken. McRecken, you come home in 3rd, and by my math, you didn't get the title this time.
Yeah, I was doing that math too. I think I needed to win because Riskoff finished, I believe, 6th. So, it is what it is. I can't say that I'm disappointed. Good job to Riskoff if he did win the championship. I think Ed's got to calculate some drop weeks now, since he shortened up the season. But yeah, that was one hell of a race between Kendrick and I and
Mo
Mr. Perry out there.
Yeah, you
I
guys
was having a moment there.
You guys put on quite a finish to this race, and gotta say it's definitely been awesome to have you for the last few years, and you definitely kept me busy making shorts.
Oh yeah, this is definitely bittersweet that we're packing up the JBSRL league here, even though it'll stay around, but it'll be under a different title. It's bittersweet that it won't be run under Eddie no more. Do gotta say thank you to Eddie. I've been here from the beginning, I believe, from the first race of this league, and yeah, it's been fun making all the setups and all that fun jazz and hanging out and adminning, and yeah, just thanks to Ed, thanks to you for all that you guys did for the last 4 years and 13 seasons.
Well, buddy, great job and a great way to end it. Congratulations.
Yep, thank you.
Kyle McRecken Martin comes home in 3rd. Mo Perry comes home in 2nd. Mo, I honestly thought you had this one at about the halfway point. You definitely gave it one heck of a fight tonight.
That's probably the most painful one I've ever had slip out of my fingers. Never won in this league. Would have been great to do it in the final race. But, you know, didn't have it in the cards. Probably wasn't a great idea to not take tires at that caution. I thought everyone else was going to do the same thing, so when I come out 7 seconds in front of everyone, I'm like, oh god, no, it's over.
Well, man, you still managed to come home in 2nd, put on one heck of a show, and you were definitely the dominant car here tonight. It was a great run, buddy. Congratulations.
Thanks, man. And before I go, just want to say shout out to Carmen Sienna, league owner, to ABN, which is an IndyCar league that I run. Just diagnosed with stage 3 pancreatic cancer. Didn't want to bring the mood down, but feel like have an opportunity, might as well shout her out on that. So, yeah.
A great job tonight, bud.
Yep. Thanks.
And finally, our winner, Kendrick Cryer. Kendrick, I should have known it would be you to win the last one, man. That was a heck of a run tonight.
Hell yeah, we had to give it all out, put it all out on the table for that one. That's for damn sure.
You definitely did, and despite having fresh tires, Mo really made you boys work for it tonight.
Yeah, he was on used tires. I was kind of not expecting that. I thought he took right sides, and I just took 4. I was thinking about going with right sides, but I wasn't quite sure how it would be, so I just went with 4. And it worked out good enough anyway.
Well, yeah, it definitely did, man. It paid off when it counted, and you guys definitely put on a heck of a show up at the front.
Hell yeah, it's pretty nice. I had a lot of fun racing in Eddie's league here all these years, but pretty cool to win the last one.
Definitely was, man. A heck of a job tonight. A heck of a career in Jones BS Racing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And real quick, let's get a quick word with tentatively our new champ, Austin Ruskoff. Oh, and Andrew pops in before I can. What do you want, Andrew?
Oh, you trying to take off in a hurry or what?
Well, I was going to talk to Ruskoff, but...
Well, I unfortunately can't do points yet for whatever reason. SimHub is being stupid, so screw it. We're just gonna say Ruskoff is the champion because that sounds better than Kyle being a multi-time champion.
It really does, and it seems like a better way to end with a new champ.
It really does.
Well,
4 years.
It definitely has been a wild 4 years, and very eventful. And how many leagues can say they have a McRecken?
How many leagues can say they have a McRecken? They have a fucking Edwards. They have arguably one of the biggest personality leaders. And then you have a Thornton.
Well, yeah, there's that.
Just there. I mean, he's just there.
And when he's not blinking.
Oh, well, I mean, that was mostly fixed till about halfway through this season, and I had words with Spectrum, and now it's fixed, and now this is done.
No, he's not telling the whole story. He had words with Eddie, too, because I was using West Coast servers, and he started yelling at me. So...
Yeah, why?
Well...
I'm in Washington, so I don't care.
Well, guys, Doug, it has been one heck of a ride.
Yeah, dude, it's been amazing. Over 4 years ago, we started talking to you about, coming out and seeing what we were going to do here. This league started off as just a place for me and Senior to race with each other. And it turned into so much more. And I've met so many good friends. So many people that are coming up here to watch me race in real life next year. And the community here that we've all built. Because it wasn't just me. I put in the work for the logistics of this. But the guys that have been around this Discord for so long, I can't thank them enough for giving me the motivation to come out here. And... for us to go 4 years is an absolute accomplishment. And for me to be able to have the end, for me and Andrew to choose when we are going out and going out on top, it's something you seldom see.
We've definitely accomplished a lot. I mean, we ran street stocks for all of 3 seasons and became the premier street stock league on iRacing. And, then we moved on to bigger and better things and ran all sorts of different cars and had a great time. And definitely need to make mention that this league would have been a 2-season wonder without Doug.
Well, I appreciate it. It was, it's always been a lot of fun, and you guys have always put on one heck of a show.
So, all the emotional stuff aside, which the only reason I'm not crying is because I'm on my 5th beer now.
Only 5? I thought he got hit more than that.
Oh, he had, but I ran out of cold beer and I refused to drink warm Coors.
Good point.
So, I teased it in the Discord and Facebook. The community is not disappearing, guys. It's going to be a change of ownership, you know, and it's one of those that we had to carefully think about who could possibly continue on the legacy. JBSRL is no more, but there's a group of guys that are going to be bringing this same stuff. Hopefully they stay with Doug. That's up to the new ownership, but Ryan McDaniels will be taking the keys, and he's going to have the help of David Lux, Brian Hewitt, and Austin Edwards. All guys that have been staples for seasons here at JVSRO, and I'm going to try to be here as much as I can on Monday nights if I ever am able to. But those guys are going to be the future here, and hopefully they can keep everything going and they can continue off the legacy, and this is not the end of this community.
Well, it's going to be awesome to see what the future holds. You guys have done an amazing job for the last 4 years, and congratulations.
One last time, thank you, Darth Lord Jar Jar, for being a fucking amazing.
See, I can just mute him, and it works so easily and so well.
Let me say it this once. I will never say it in any other broadcast again.
Well, you've already said it, so are we signing off or what?
I reckon.
Hey, wait, one last thing. Aaron, go fuck yourself.
Oh my god. Well, thank you guys at home. Pardon the language, but thank you guys at home so much. Hope you guys enjoyed the last 4 years. Remember, you can catch all the races on our YouTube channel, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Not sure what we'll be doing, but we'll be doing something, so tune in then. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you later. Have a great night, y'all.